Hey guys, we're going to be doing a video comparing the ART 710 MK2 and the brand new ART 710 MK4. So 710 MK2 is the one on the left, and the MK4 is going to be the one that's over on the right. So you can see ours is a little bit sun faded. I don't really think there's a difference in the colors on these. I just think ours has been faded a little bit from the sun from usage. So pretty much the enclosure is pretty similar. They've updated the grille. So you can see that we had kind of some wide holes in this. It was a pretty thick grill. They went to a smaller, more sleek looking grill that actually has some indentions going in on both sides. And they've moved the logo down to the bottom from where it was in the center. So one of the big changes we noticed right out of the box when we opened it was that you have lost this really nice bit of foam that's inside. Makes these a little bit more weather resistant. And it made us sad because it's no longer in there. But then when we hook these up and listen to it, it's a huge difference. I think we could probably figure out a way to put some foam in there just to make it happier for us with the sound difference we noticed. So not a big difference on the front except for the grille. And we're going to turn this thing around. Beautiful. So on the back you can see on the MK2, we've got XLR in, we've got XLR out, a volume knob, then we have a flat boost option and mic line. It's going to be pretty much identical in the MK4. The biggest difference is going to be in the 1/4 inch. Over on here you can see that there is a plastic washer that's kind of in the back of it. Over here they've went to completely metal. I'm sure it's still isolated, but it just might be a better 1/4 inch connection. Still going to be using standard IEC. Looks like the same hardware is going to be the same as far as the amp module, but they've incorporated FIR filters on the MK4. We weren't sure how big of a difference it was going to make on these, but it is ridiculous how big of a difference it makes in the sound of it. And one other thing that they have changed is the crossover frequency. So the ART MK4 is brought down to 1600, and the MK2 is at 1700. So a little bit of a change, not much on that, but it's definitely enough between it and the FIR filters that it's worth us kind of changing everything over to these MK4s. So we're about to take a listen to them. Can't wait for you guys to hear the difference with us. So the first time we got to hear how big of the FIR filters would make a difference is on the HDL6s that we purchased. We're doing 6 aside, and it was a huge difference. So here's 12 that we just got in that we're selling to another company because they got to hear them and they were very impressed with it too. So basically what it's doing that's different on our speaker to the right and the one on the left is they have these FIR filters installed, and RCF has got, they call it FIR phase, and it's kind of a proprietary thing that RCF is doing with it, because the more of these filters you add in, it kind of adds a lot of delay, and you can end up getting a ton of delay in the low frequency that's audible. So they're using these FIR filters to fix what they could not do with the actual transducers and the enclosure of the cabinet, to ensure that as closely as possible all the frequencies are hitting your ears exactly at the same time. And it sounds like there wouldn't be a big difference in that, but since we're actually hearing it side by side on the same model, and one model with FIR filters and one without, you can tell a huge difference in intelligibility of reverb, trail times, hi-hats, kick drums, definition. It's just a lot of stuff. If you're an audiophile, when you're trying to mix, it makes a huge difference in it. So we'll play some music and let you hear it. We're using an X-Air. We don't have any EQ going on at all, and we're just going to be using a Sennheiser 865 condenser microphone. Let you guys hear the difference, and we're just going to be panning back and forth. So we're going to start out left side is going to be the MK2. So we'll start out with the MK2 at about, I'd say this is about a 40 foot, 35 to 40 foot.
MK2. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 2, check 2 1. Hey, yep, 1 2, check 2 1.
Now we're going to the MK4.
MK4. Check 2. Ladies and gentlemen, check 2 1. Hey, yep.
And back to MK2.
MK2. Check 2 1. Sweet Tree Productions.
Now MK4.
MK4. Check 1 2. Sweet Tree Productions.
Now I'm going to go in at a closer.
Check 2. Check 2 1. Hey, 1 2.
That was MK4. Here's MK2.
Check 1 1 2 1 2 3. Check.
And back to MK4.
1 2. Hey, yep. 1, 2, check 2, 1.
So the MK2, you can tell that there's a lot more low frequency that's just, I mean, it just sounds honestly like it's a little muffled, which would make sense if it's not hitting you all at the exact same time. But now we're going to try it with a little music. Reasons. We're going to do a song that we usually do to test these out. We're going to be starting with the MK2s on the left side.
You catch it when I start singing, but you probably won't before then. Here we go.
So that's MK2. Here's MK4. The reverb trail times on the toms, huge difference. Vocals. MK4, MK2.
Today I started loving you again.
Back to MK4.
And I'm right back where I've really always been.
Back to
I got over
MK2. Listen to
you
the definition.
long enough to let my heart ache.
Back to MK4.
And today I started loving
Huge difference in the definition.
you again.
High frequency toms. Now we're just going to walk a little closer. Staying on the MK4.
What a fool I was to think I could get by with only these few million tears I've
So on the
cried.
delay, we can tell a huge difference between the
And I
two.
should have known the worst was yet to come.
You hear the definition of delay on this voice.
And then crying time for me had just begun. 'Cause today I started loving you again.
Back to MK4.
And I'm right back where I've really always been.
So I know from our video system you're probably not going to be able to hear as big of a difference as we're hearing in person. But intelligibility overall with everything just hitting you at the same time. The new MK4 series definitely sounds a lot less muffled. There's a lot more clarity not only in the high frequency but definitely in the low frequency. You can hear reverb trails, you can hear the delay, you can hear just a lot of things you weren't able to hear at all from the MK2. So overall I think it's going to be a good decision for them to start pushing the MK4 series. And MK2 is still going to say incredible speaker. We were blown away with them when we got them. But just a big design change. And for right now, for there not to be any money difference at all, I think it's definitely worth the difference to go with the MK4s. But if you guys have any questions or want to buy any products, just give us a call.